everyone, welcome back to SkillDeck channel. My name is Richa. I'm back again with the next video, and today we are going to talk about HR budgeting. HR budgeting is very crucial to understand for all of us. Yes, in this video we are going to learn the different heads, how to do the budgeting, what is variance, how to report it, how to take the heads, how to do the market survey. That all we are going to understand in this video. I hope you are excited to learn. If you have liked our previous videos and you are liking our channel, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Just share and it will help us to grow and it will help others also to learn. Now for this topic, let's go and let's start learning. We all know the budgeting is essential to ensure that our HR activities are well planned and aligned with our organization goals. Let's begin by defining the objectives and scope of our HR budget. The first step of any HR budgeting is to see is that what are my objectives? Why you are doing the budgeting? The objective of ultimately doing the budgeting is to control HR cost while ensuring that you are having a competitive salaries and you are able to do effective employee development. We need to clearly establish the purpose of the budget and identify the various HR activities which it will cover. But few activities are always very important, like recruitment, trainings, and employee benefits. We also should decide the tenure of the budget. We need to decide that what is the defined period of this. Usually we do the budgeting for a year. Then we also see we need a previous year data to write the budget. So how we have to start doing the budgeting? First we need a objective. I'm doing the budgeting because I want to control the HR budget. I want to cover all the heads and I want to do the projection so that I can present it to the management. Before you do the budget, you should have the data with you of your previous years, that what you have did, how much you have spent. Don't worry if you don't have the data, then also you can start from very fresh. It's not always required because always we say that the budgeting is of two types, incremental and zero based. Incremental means if you have the previous data, from that we see what is the inflation and we do the budgeting. And if you don't have a data, that's a zero based budgeting, means you will start from the scrap. How to get started? First, identify the budget categories. I'm going to tell you what are the main categories of budget, which you are able to see on your screen also. The main categories are salaries and the wages, means covering base salaries, overtime, bonus, commission, benefits, perks like you are paying anything for the health insurance, retirement plans, any other employee benefits. The next superhead is recruitment. So cost of JDs, job advertisements, vendor cost, a recruitment agency fee, background verification fee, onboarding fee, that all comes in that. Training and development fee, expenses for training, workshops, conferences, education materials. You have bought any portal, LMS, those all fees will come there. In employee relations, we need to put a funds for team building activities, employee recognition programs, company events. Compliance means you might have outsourced your PF, ESIC, PT, LWF, all compliances to some vendor, that fees. Compliance training, if you are giving, if you're doing any audits, that fees will come there. Technology means any HR softwares, could be HRIS, ATS you are using, a payroll softwares you are using, that will come there. And administrative expenses are the next category, office supplies, travel expenses, and other miscellaneous costs. So I have categorized into the different heads: salaries, benefits, recruitment, training, employee relation, compliance, technology, and administrative cost. Comment and tell me if I have missed any head. I have made the budget thinking these are the main heads, 8 main heads in which we will be doing the budgeting. Now, once we have decided the heads, we categorized, we identified what are our heads. Now we need to estimate the cost for each. How I can estimate? I need to use a current market rates and cost to estimate for each head and then compare with the industry benchmarking to ensure that I'm competitive. I have to adjust with inflation, market trends. Let's take an example. There is a company and they already have their salary data, what they have paid. Now they are proposing, they are doing the budget for the next year. They saw the salaries are increasing as per the salary survey 7-8% every year. So from their previous year, if they are doing an incremental budget, from their previous year data, they put 8% increase in the budget. So that's very easy. Incremental is very easy. You just see the market and then you put your increase percent as after your surveys, after you have checked the market. Even you can launch a survey in the LinkedIn and see. First, we will start with salaries. Salary as a head. How I will come to know? Let's say I'm a fresh company. We have a two situation. One is an incremental budget and one is a zero based. I'm a fresh company. So which budget I should go with? Zero based. I already identified my organization structure. I know how to do the benchmarking. If you have not understood the benchmarking, you can go to the benchmarking and the job evaluation video once to understand how for each organization, once we have drafted organization structure now for each level and for each job and the designation, what is the salary range we have to give. If you have understood that, you have an answer now how we will come to know the salary. Yes, we can do the salary benchmarking. We can use pay scale, paycheck. Even we can find the data from Glassdoor, Naukri, Monster, all the job posting websites. We can see what's happening with the competitor. We do the compare ratio, means we will find the 50th percentile, minimum plus maximum minus minimum divided by 2. I have already covered in the previous video. That's why I'm just speaking in hurry, because I'm expecting that you have watched that video already of the benchmarking and job evaluation. If you are totally a raw person, then for a zero based, you have to do the salary benchmarking. You will have a budget for that. Job posting analysis. So that was for the zero based in recruitment in the salaries. But what about internal? If I'm going for incremental, then I have to see the historical data and previous year, few years data to see how the inflation has increased year on year. Also, I can read some of the salary reports Gartner provides. So many organizations give the salary reports year by year. You can analyze how much is the increment that's happening year on year and what is our expectation. There are some prediction reports also on the salaries which you can analyze, and that percent of inflation you can put from the last year salary. Or sometimes the company totally say that okay, we just want to go maximum, we want to increase only 5% because we are already having x number of employees. That's totally your decision. When you already have a data, you are having an upper hand because you just see the market, how the market is in growing year by year, and that you put the percent. But when you don't have a data, then you have to do entire job evaluation, job planning, organization structure, and then you put the budget. I want to show you a sheet. Okay, so this is my budgeting sheet to make the things easier, quicker. Let's go to first indicators. This is for year 24-25. 15 heads you can put here. I can share the sheet with you. I'll put the link. You can buy the sheet if you want to. I have put a different 15 heads as payroll, overtime, or you can just give a one head like benefits if you feel. I have just divided the benefit into different things: fringe benefits, incentives, LIC, then traveling expense, recruitment vendor expenses, meal expenses, training expenses, transportation, employee engagement, recruitment, consulting fee, labor relations, and other expenses. Mainly we have 8 heads, but these are more like we can put them, we can again recategorize them into the 8. If you want, you can do that. This I have kept for now. First thing is you should come here and put your heads. After that, go to the data sheet. Now, here, if you can enter your last year, what has happened in the payroll and other things. And then you put a simple last year was this year is simple. Put a formula and you have the budget now. Suppose I saw that inflation is happening at 5%, so I entered a 5% inflation. And same way for everything you can put. So incremental is very easy to do. You have to just see the last year. You need to see how much is inflation, or you can also read All India Consumer Price Index, that how the inflation is happening year on year. And according to that percent, you can put that percent, and that will become the budget of the year. Put it here, and now you'll have, this is YTD, means year to date. You will have a total expense. Actual means whatever you will be spending, you'll updating here. What you have spent, this is your budget. Actuals, you will spend whatever you are doing, you will update it here month on month. So that over, this is your final summary that will be updated here. Now if I'll go to the dashboard, so this is my dashboard which is showing me actual year to date, budget year to date, last year. This is monthly actual versus budget and year on year growth. And these are my expenses on the different heads, what I have decided. Actual, budget, how much budget I have achieved, what is the growth, how much money I'm spending more on each head. So this is how we do the incremental budget. But if I talk about a zero based budget, you don't have any data. For a recruitment, I have explained you that you have to benchmark and then you will come to know. Same way for a traveling, fringe, incentives, you have to run the surveys. You can analyze what your competitors are doing. You can LinkedIn also give you an survey option. Float the survey, see that what are the different incentives they are offering, what is their budget, what industry is doing. Run a employee surveys, and that will help you to understand what is happening in the market, and put that number, and then start doing incremental budget. If you are a first time organization, you have to run the surveys, you have to read already the reports, what are the companies, what reports of the fringe benefits the companies are offering. For a specific classification, let's say I want to see that what is the maximum, how many companies are giving a health insurance in my domain, and what is the max premium they are paying, and what category people they are giving the insurance, whether they are covering the family or not. For that, what I will do, I will go float a survey. I'll tell the company, or I'll connect them on a LinkedIn. I will talk to them, I will tell them, please help me understand how you are doing, so that you come to know what is happening in the industry. It's always industry benchmarking which can tell you a budget to begin with. Later it will be incremental. As per the inflation, we will increase the percent. If you will use this sheet, the budgeting will become a very quick. You just need to see what happened in the last year and put your increment percent here, and keep updating for each head, keep updating what you have actual spent, so your dashboards are ready. I hope you have understood what are the two different types of budgeting, incremental and zero based. For a zero based, you have to start from very scratch, do the benchmarking, talk to your competitors, talk to their HRs, what they are offering. Then only you will come to know what should be the right budget on that. And for incremental, just see how the inflation is happening, just add that percent, and then you can do the main heads of any benchmarking. The main heads of any HR budget are the 8 heads which I have explained. You can put that. I'll give you the sheet link if you want to buy, and then you can make your do your HR budgeting quickly. If you have liked today's video, hit like, comment, share, and let me know what are the topics you want me to record. I'll be waiting for your comments. By then, take care. Bye bye.